Hello everybody. My apologies for not posting in a long time. I had the YouTuber equivalent of writer's block. And I still haven't improved very much at making videos. As you notice, I shaved my head, but that's because things are kind of hot out here. And that my hair was getting annoying. New update. I got a cell phone. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram now. So if there's anything you want me to talk about, like, go ahead and DM me. Tell me what you're thinking about. I will be talking about the stuff I had said I would talk about. I'm sorry I haven't made videos throughout the year, but again, writer's block is a misnomer because I don't write any scripts, but it's like video block or whatever you call it when creating content. Because you see, I don't typically agree with other YouTubers. How do I describe it? On issues of politics, like, my stance. You know what? Let me say this on politics. I don't like Trump. And I don't like Biden. I really don't like either one of them. I might actually vote for a house cat. I might even vote for an actual snake. I'm not talking about Elizabeth Warren. I'm talking about a reptile here. I'm talking about a snake. Not Elizabeth Warren. Oh, I know a good snake to vote for. Kevin from Florida. He's a king cobra. I'm sure you've seen the zoologist videos on that. If you haven't seen it, then you really should check it out. Just look up King Cobra and Kevin and see what comes up on your YouTube search. Trust me, it's super cool. That cobra, technically, king cobras aren't technically cobras. Fun fact. If you want to learn more, just either go to his zoology website or just check out his channel, because either one of those things is more qualified than me. I did say I was going to respond or talk about Kent Hovind, and I will. But I don't know where to begin because that guy is a clusterfuck. To put it bluntly. I mean, there's so much to say, I don't know where to begin, and none of it is friendly. But let me, just begin by saying, Kent Hovind had a 7-year-old die at his park near his lake. Yeah, so this is just me throwing stuff out there, but that's what happened. Oh, and then in a separate video, he said, "Oh, you can go ahead and swim at the lake." Let's see. If a child dies at a lake, 7-year-old child, it's not safe enough for a 7-year-old child. Do you want to swim in that lake? Do you want to fish in that lake? I don't think so, but we're all cut from different cloth, so, to each his own, I guess. I would assume most people would know better. I am using my laptop webcam. The software here is Cheese. That's actually a webcam software for Linux. Pretty good. I'm not disappointed. I don't know if it's an update or not, but the saturation levels are right. It used to look pasty, and the other levels used to look a little oversaturated, and I updated it. Now everything kind of looks right, or as right as a webcam can be expected to look. If I do apologize if you can hear background noise, that's my new fan, but I do like to have airflow. Let's see. The I Used to Be a Christian series is still ongoing despite my delay. That will be a separate video. That's not this video. This is just me talking. I will be posting that while I have the opportunity. My real world job at the grocery store, which I won't specify because they have a social media policy, I'm just going to say it's tiresome. It's a fatigued, tiresome thing that you have to endure. And if you work there, you have to endure it. Well, yeah, all I can say is I'm sorry. I'm finally back now. I finally got my energy back. And what I've been doing so far up until now is chatting with girls and maybe a couple guys on Instagram. I've been just on Twitter talking to Atheist Jr., who is super cool, and I recommend his channel, especially if you're looking for one, someone who talks about Kent Hovind, and two, someone who's brief. I don't want his videos too brief. I mean, I like it when they go up to like 5 minutes or more, but they don't like tiresome. They're not like a mile long. He just sort of attacks small points, which it's kind of like, you know, a bit of a soundbite. It's easy for the brain to process, but he's also honest, truthful, and amusing. It's a good combo. So I do recommend Atheist Jr. and Dapper Dino, and Dapper Dino's friends, and Atheist Jr.'s friends. Dapper Dino is a CGI dinosaur that wears a hat and probably a monocle. I should get a look at that avatar, but it looks pretty good. I'll say that the guy's good at CGI. I think he uses Blender or Maya. I don't know. I just wanted to start up a conversation about what software he's using, so I just brought it up. I thought, how am I going to get this conversation started? Then I thought, I'm just going to say he uses a certain software and let him debunk it. Because I'm not really going to put an effort to ask myself, although I will probably end up asking myself later. I might do a video about Linux if you want. I'll just show what I got on my Linux machine. So that's always an option. I talk about a variety of topics, not just religion. So if you want to hear about any other topics, this is just me giving my 2 cents. I'm not a professional at anything. I'm just a guy who's got something to say about stuff he knows nothing about. So if you want to hear a guy talk about stuff he knows nothing about except for his own personal experience, then please subscribe, like, and comment in the section below. I now have a Venmo account. If you like what I do, become a friend on my Venmo. I also have a Patreon that I'm still trying to figure out how to work. I don't feel like any of my content is like Patreon worthy. I mean, it's not like I'm doing like epically edited stuff, and I don't have a graphics card, so I can't just like put a bunch of stuff on my screen without my computer lagging. I only do basic editing, like cuts and stitching together footage. That's all I do at the time being for this moment. I have GIMP or GNU editing now, and I'm gonna look at my screen here. I have Kazam and from my sound and video for my screenshots. I use Kazam, which is free software. I'm using Cheese, of course. I said that. I'm using Firefox Internet mostly. I might just download one of the editors I've been using. I'm using Flatpaks for Linux. So if you guys have topics, I'm going to cobble together an opinion based on what I know. If you want me to talk about anime more, tell me. Let me know. I've been watching some anime recently. I saw the Harley Quinn series recently. My take was I thought Harley Quinn's funny. Some people don't agree. Okay, good for you. I actually found her amusing. I found all the characters amusing. I actually like that they're not shy about killing off major villains, but I'm sure someone will replace major villains. I don't know what people are looking for in terms of humor, like in terms of movies. Well, I can't. People often get upset because I find most things pretty good. I don't actually hate most content I watch, or I don't have the scathing criticisms of most things. Like Westworld Season 3, I've seen clips of it. I liked it. I seen Star Trek Lower Decks. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. And some people even accuse me of not being a fan. That's not really an accusation. It's more of a statement. But it felt like an accusation because it kind of stung a little. I thought it was pretty good because I cannot imagine anyone being as professional, or I like to call it stuffy, as the people of the Next Generation crew. By the way, me and my sister have our own little fanfic that we're actually like putting together, and it's also a kind of it's not an animated thing. It's a concept, basically a intergalactic starship. General idea: the guy does not want to be in charge, so he's putting in the effort to get kicked out of Starfleet. But well, let's just say his dad is forcing his dream on his son, and you would think, well, how can a guy like that be in charge? Well, simple. He qualified. He met all the standards Starfleet generally demands, but on a personal family level, small picture, he's trying to get his son to carry on the family legacy. Even if the son is like, no. Doesn't matter. How far does this son go to get kicked out? Deliberately? Hires a best friend / girlfriend of his as his first officer. It's not enough to get kicked out. There's more specifics to this storyline. I'm just telling you the raw outline. You might not like it, but that's, well, I can't expect you to like everything. We all have our own idea of Star Trek. J.J. Abrams put his out in a trilogy of movies. Gene Roddenberry had his idea of what Starfleet is. Of course, because of limitations and censorship of the time, there were certain things he couldn't do that he wishes he could have implemented. I'm sure he told his family what he wishes he could have done. So maybe what you like isn't necessarily what he likes. It's just what he was limited to. I'm sure he had a journal somewhere saying what he really wanted. I'm sure he got some of what he wanted, but certain things... Oh, it was made, like, what? How far back? I don't know when Star Trek first debuted. I forgot. Like I'm gonna look it up. 1966, September 8th, 1966 is when it first aired. That's the original Gene Roddenberry Star Trek. Yeah, in the 1960s. That was a time when everyone basically hated you because you had a high melanin count. They hated you because you were black. Why? I don't know. It's a weird thing to hate someone for. I mean, there's plenty of other good reasons. We hate a guy because he's orange. That's not his melanin. Is melanin only in earth tones? I think it is. I could be wrong. I think melanin's mostly in earth tones, so like your blacks, your browns, your tans, your mocha colors, your cappuccino colors, your slightly creamier colors, like white sand. But yeah, back then they would have hated you simply for being black. I don't know why. It's a weird thing. Politically speaking, I have mixed emotions on the whole statues being knocked down. On one hand, yes, they were racist, but I don't agree with the narrative that the statues deify people. I believe that when we build a statue, it's because, well, that person is the best of a bad situation. They're the best for their time. We're not building a statue to George Washington because he was a slave owner. Yes, he was a slave owner, but that's not why he got the statue. He got the statue because he got us free from England. And they're not getting a statue for their bullshit. They're getting a statue for the good things they do, and then they get recognized in history for the good things. Sadly, we don't talk enough about the bad things. They're not getting a statue for their bullshit. They're getting a statue because they did something productive. That's not deification. That's just an award. That's it. Like, for all we know, you and me, like, we're against slavery because, duh. But let's say we have an idea that's bad. And between you, me, and everyone else, we all agree on these things. Slavery is bad. Eating meat may or may not be the kindest thing in the world, but I'm a meat eater. We need to eat more plants in our diet. We need to be healthier. Clean energy. Okay, these things are good. But there's something we probably all agree on too, that 100 years from now, we're going to be criticized for, and we won't even know what the hell it is. I mean, you might think you know now, but I'm talking about something you really wouldn't have expected. And you'll never know because you're a corpse in the ground. So am I. Hopefully by that time, even though this body will be a corpse, my data will be not in this corpse. I'm hoping I'll back myself up. I'm hoping it won't have any of the problems presented in science fiction. At this point, I'm just writing this video for time. So I'm talking about stuff. I got a new cat because due to my negligence on my part as I was taking the doggy out, my cat ran out the door, and, well, because we live in a really sucky set of rental apartments, we have a mouse problem. Hence the cat. We need the cat. Luckily, cats love mice. They love them because they taste good. You know what? Do you want to see my kitty? Maybe. Oh, and there's another YouTuber I want to recommend. Her name is Puppet X Tier. She's a gotcha lifer, gotcha clubber now. So I recommend you give her content a watch. She has really good voice acting, editing. Another YouTuber I want to recommend that I found to be really quite fun and I want to endorse is Altiori. She's so cute. She's a little fuzzy cat fox. I can't tell. It's a silhouette mostly. And she's so animated. And has a fluffy tail. And apparently she's not actually American, despite her accent implying that she's from the Midwest. And she looks like a real-life anime character, so I'm told, according to one of her videos. She is the physical embodiment of an anime character. So I recommend checking out her channel. There's one... She has all kinds of good stuff. Altiori does. But there's one bit of content that you really should watch. It's called Stupid Movie Monday. It's hilarious. If you want something to laugh at so hard you might actually hurt yourself from laughter, watch Stupid Movie Monday. And then watch Sharktopus versus Whale Wolf. Stupid Movie Monday on Altiori's channel. If you want to laugh so hard that you actually might hurt yourself from laughter, check out her channel. It's hilarious. Also, if you want the latest news on Tenet, I think she's pretty good for that. I think it's a second-hand latest news, because I don't know if she gets it first-hand, so I'm going to assume it's second-hand, and it's often her take. Except for, unlike me, she animates, and is good at it. It's seamless. There's no little skips or anything. It's a smooth transition. Everything looks like a clean-cut animation. So, check out her channel. She's super cool. At this point, I'm just recommending YouTubers and people I like. So I suggest you check her out too. Let's see. For Let's Plays, I found that I enjoy Raptor. Glory to Raptoria. And if you like Satisfactory and Factorio, Imkibitz. He's really fun to watch too. These are all YouTubers I've enjoyed. They're awesome. They're amazing. And unlike Donald Trump, I can say that and actually be honest. In Dark Matter 2525, he did a Trump video that is so hilarious. I recommend that you're not drinking anything when you view it. You will end up laughing so hard your beverage might come out various orifices other than your mouth, because you'll be laughing so hard. Donald Trump really does lean into his topics. Gotta say, the man leans into God, and God at least has the common sense to wear a mask around Trump. But yeah, he's really awesome. I may not always agree with his morals, but as far as comedy goes, you just can't go wrong with Dark Matter 2525. You want something to laugh at, watch his channel. You want something to laugh hard at, watch his Trump videos. They're absolutely hilarious. Oh, and if you want an autopsy on monsters in video games, check out Roanoke Gaming. He'll literally start from the feet and talk about the anatomy of various monsters in games, from the feet up to the head, and telling you about the morphological changes, while explaining biology. And you might actually be able to pass an exam with that, because he'll cover the generic information that he deals with. I don't know what his field of expertise is, but apparently he has medical training. So, couple medical training with a guy who loves video games and make him a YouTuber, when you get Roanoke Gaming. And he covers some interesting topics. I've learned a lot from that man. I recommend checking him out. And if you like poetry, Rachel Oates. She's adorable. Her dog's adorable. Kyra deserves her own channel. In fact, I don't know what it would be called, but basically be a channel that's all Kyra all the time. And I would vote for that dog. I would elect her into office and give her the presidential collar and say, here is your the swearing in. That's when a dog puts her paw on a doggy bone and goes "Arf," or something like that, or whatever it is a dog does when you swear in. That would be epic. I want to see people elect. I'm thinking Kyra versus Boris Johnson would be a fun thing to watch. What's Kyra's stance on immigration? Kyra jumps up, waggles her tail. Yeah, not just wiggles her tail. No, she waggles her tail. And then she jumps up, runs around in a circle, and then rolls around and makes a cheery, perky, adorable "Urf, urf." I don't know what she would do, but that's just me thinking what Kyra, the dog of Rachel Roach's channel, the mascot, the legend, the adorable puppy, would do. So I recommend checking out her channel if you like to, if you're into veganism. I don't know what to say to look at. I'm just recommending all these YouTube channels I like. Oh, and if you want another person who's funny but also covers atheist content, check out Logicked. And if you want something to laugh at on his channel, check out his Theophilus McPherson videos. They're pretty cool. If you want something to laugh at, that's definitely the good path to go to. Anyway, I've rambled on long enough and talked about random stuff long enough. So I'm going to leave this video here because it's getting kind of long. And have a pleasant day. Text on my various channels and social media. Tell me what you think, what you want me to cover. I'll attempt to cover it. I've been busy with my work life lately, so I'll get to it when I get to it. I'm not as big of a YouTuber. I only got 8 subscribers, and to you 8 subscribers, I don't know who you are because YouTube's studio won't tell me, but big shout out to all of you. You're awesome. Thank you. I look forward to hearing from you all. The only way I'll know who you are is if you text me in the comments section of this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's been fun. If you like my content, make sure I know it. And then if you want to see other content, I can't promise you when I'll upload or what I'll talk about, or even if I'll remember it. But just make sure I remember. And because I don't have insider information, I don't have it. This is all just my 2 cents. My 2 cents. That's it. I'm not qualified for anything. That doesn't mean I can't read up on it. I can. But I'm just not like, a big expert. I'm not a big brain. I'm more of a small brain on these topics. So I look forward to your feedback. And again, I'll badger you a bit more. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think. Bye-bye.